Apparently, Kelly Clarkson fired her manager over Blake Shelton. The text she showed NBC is the text message that ended a 20-year career in exactly 38 seconds. And no, 38 seconds flat, Kelly Clarkson did not just fire her manager. She absolutely atomized him. She did it right there in the NBC conference room at 9:47 a.m. on a Tuesday that is going to go down in Hollywood history. The text reads as plain as day, it is Blake or me. You have 24 hours, but here is what the blogs are not telling you. This is what the entertainment shows are honestly too scared to whisper about. That manager wasn't just some random guy in a suit. He was NBC's main guy on the inside. He was the one who negotiated Blake Shelton's massive $100 million contract last year. He is the same man who looked Kelly right in the eye and told her she wasn't sexy enough for the voice when Kelly slammed her phone down on that glass table. The sound, "Here we are at home and all. Why are you doing this to me?" sound echoed for what felt like forever, because every single executive in that room knew what was happening. They all knew this wasn't just simple drama. This was criminal liability staring them in the face. Now, before we go any further with this, you need to understand something important. This video is based on sources and alleged documents provided to our team. All individuals involved are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. This is strictly an entertainment analysis of reported events. You got it? Good, because I am about to show you the actual text thread. I am not showing you some blurred image. I am not showing you a fake redacted PDF. This is the real one that NBC's legal team has been threatening to sue over for about 18 hours straight. But wait a second, the real story here isn't even the text itself. It is about who sent it to Kelly. And then I realized this is a room full of magazine people in the first place, and we need to talk about why it came through at exactly 3:12 a.m. Let's rewind the clock a little bit. We need to go back 72 hours. It is November 17th around 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Kelly's phone buzzes with a number she had never saved before, but she recognized the area code instantly. It was 615. That is Nashville calling. It was the same number that had been texting her ex-husband Brandon Blackstock for months. The message was short. It was just 6 words that changed absolutely everything. Check your husband's email. Now, B. Kelly honestly thought it was a prank at first, but her gut screamed louder than her logic. She opened Brandon's laptop. It was the one he left at her house, the one he swore was totally clean. And there it was, a folder named BS Projects. BS stands for Blake Shelton. Inside that folder, 47 emails. They were between. For a while, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I guess it's lost, like that 90. Brandon, Blake's team, and NBC's head of talent. These dated from March 2021 all the way through last week. One subject line made Kelly's hands shake. Kelly's contract extension, Blake's ultimatum. This is where it gets incredibly dangerous. Those emails, according to sources who know the matter, well, show something shocking. They show NBC paid Blake's manager to keep Kelly's salary $2 million lower than his. They did this for 3 straight seasons. That is $6 million in total wage theft. Kelly had them dead to rights. It was all there in writing, but she couldn't just file a lawsuit immediately. NBC would bury her in the discovery phase for a decade, so she got smarter about it. She got more ruthless. At 3:00 a.m., she fired off a text to that same manager. You know, the one who said she wasn't marketable enough. She wrote, "Meet me at NBC 9:00 a.m. Bring your resignation letter." He honestly thought she was joking until he walked into that conference room and saw 20 NBC executives staring at a giant screen. They were projecting his own emails. "We have no chance," like it was a, "I don't know that that's true" text I showed you at the start. That was his panic response. He sent it while sitting right there in that meeting. He thought he could bluff his way out, but Kelly doesn't bluff. Now, I am going to show you exactly what was on that screen. But first, you need to understand the setup here, because Kelly didn't just stumble onto those emails by luck. She built a case for 11 months. After her divorce, she hired a forensic accountant. She didn't do it to chase Brandon's money. She did it to track NBC's payments to her manager. This accountant found something huge. He found $400,000 in consulting fees from NBC to Blackstock Management. This happened between 2021 and 2023. That is allegedly illegal. California law is pretty clear on this. A manager cannot accept pay, single, and I could talk about the couple of dudes that payment from an employer while representing talent. It is a huge conflict of interest. We are talking penal code stuff here. Kelly's lawyer gave her the hard truth. He said, we can sue for $20 million, but you will never work in TV again. So Kelly picked a different weapon. She chose public humiliation. At 9:47 a.m., she stood up. She plugged her phone into the projector, and there it was, the text. It wasn't from her manager. It was from Blake Shelton. It read, "Tell Kelly if she asks for more money, I'm walking." BS. The room went totally silent because Blake Shelton wasn't supposed to be negotiating anything. NBC's talent contracts have strict anti-illusion clauses. Blake and Kelly's manager allegedly conspired. They worked together to suppress her wages. But here is the killer detail. That text from Blake, it didn't come from his iPhone. It came from a digital fingerprint. Kelly's IT guy traced it, went back to NBC's internal Slack servers. It was a message the manager thought he deleted, but cloud backups never forget. The message was typed at 2:14 a.m. from his home IP address. "Have a new album, Matt," and you're talking about, "I don't give a about your album." And it said, "Miranda has the keys to the kingdom." Kelly's about to find out. Miranda, as in Miranda Lambert, Blake's ex, the same ex-wife who allegedly hated Kelly Clarkson since day one. Kelly's team pulled the metadata. The Slack message synced from a laptop registered to Blackstock Management. And the kicker, the laptop's location history, showed it pinging off cell towers in Tishomingo, that is in Oklahoma, that is Miranda's hometown. This wasn't Blake doing this. This was Miranda and the manager working together. They were using NBC's own digital trail to frame. So we said this when you came in. I mean, it was apparent. Literally the entire audience was screaming like, "Blake, now I know exactly what you are thinking right now. Where is the proof?" Well, I am holding it right now. This is the alleged server log. November 3rd, 2023, at 2:14 a.m., a Slack message, marked deleted but never actually purged. The account holder, Blackstock Management, Kelly's forensic accountant, didn't stop there. He found 3 other deleted Slack threads. All of them were from times Miranda was performing within 50 mi of the manager's location, all of them referencing the Kelly problem. This was a coordinated digital attack. It was designed to make Kelly look paranoid. It was gaslighting with a $6 million price tag attached. But Blake Shelton, he might be completely clueless in all this. Miranda could have used his name without his knowledge. The manager could have spoofed Blake's writing style. That is what Kelly's it guy thinks, because Blake is not exactly a tech. And then I thought, man, I can talk about, because I've known her so long, since back when she was genius, but his manager, he is a digital ghost. The meeting at 9:47 a.m. was intense. Kelly didn't just show the Slack thread, she played a recording. It was her manager in her office. This was 3 weeks earlier, and he didn't know she was recording. He allegedly said, "Miranda is helping me. She wants Kelly off the voice. You should too." That recording is massive. If it is true, it is witness tampering. That is a federal law violation, because Miranda was subpoenaed in Kelly's divorce case. She had a gag order. She couldn't discuss Kelly's employment. She allegedly violated it. He allegedly violated it. And Kelly, she burned them both. She turned the recording over to the FBI. She didn't do it to sue. She did it to prosecute. The manager was escorted out by security at 10:15 a.m. NBC locked his laptop. They locked his phone. They seized his entire digital footprint. He sent that resignation text from the sidewalk. To Kelly, watched from the 14th floor. She didn't respond. "You're bragging on people that aren't even here. I'm going to get you." She just forwarded it to NBC's legal team with one word: evidence. Now, I am about to show you the full text thread. But first, let me ask you something real quick. Why would Miranda risk everything? The answer is in a single email Kelly's team scraped from Brandon's cloud. Miranda never knew it existed. It changes the entire story. The email is short. It is only 11 words. It was sent from Miranda's assistant to Brandon Blackstock. She knows about the Gwen situation. Make sure Kelly doesn't find out.